concern everyone that worries about a nuclear-armed Iran. Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller, the imprisoned soldier because he shamed military leaders when demanding accountability for their Afghan withdrawal, on Tuesday, via his attorneys, says he will demonstrate to senior leadership how to accept accountability for his own actions and plead guilty to the charge. USA Radio News.
If you're tired of big cable bills and want to cut the cord, you can still get Newsmax TV for free. Millions of Americans like you are watching Newsmax. It's available on all major cable systems, or get it free on major streaming platforms. Watch Newsmax on smart TVs like Samsung, LG, Vizio, and more. Find Newsmax on your Hub Guide or use the TV app. Newsmax also streams free on Roku, Xumo, Pluto, Amazon Fire, TiVo, Apple TV, Chromecast, and more. More than 7 million people have downloaded the free Newsmax app on their smartphones. There's no paywall or subscription, so watch Newsmax anytime, anywhere. Forbes calls Newsmax a news powerhouse. And watch great shows with Mike Huckabee, Greg Kelly, Rob Schmidt, Diamond and Silk, Stinchfield, and a lot more. Find out why America is tuning in to Newsmax TV, the fastest growing cable news channel. It's a source you can trust. Newsmax is real news for real people.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
It's time for Farmer Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. USDA's Ag Statistics Service has updated the crop estimate on peanuts. Now they're saying it'll be 3,146,000 tons. That's down 1% from the previous forecast, but it's up 2% from the revised 2020 estimate. The area harvested 1.53 million acres. That's unchanged. So right now we're showing about a 1% decline. The decline is mainly in the southeast. They're showing that Alabama will drop from an average of 4,000 pounds per acre to 3,600 pounds per acre on peanuts. Florida, another change. 3,900 pounds was the estimate. Now they've dropped that to 3,700 pounds per acre. Georgia stayed the same, 4,400 pounds per acre, and farmers are trying their best to get it in before any changes in the weather, hoping for sunshine and get this crop in the barn.
Bovine respiratory disease, or BRD, doesn't have to knock the wind out of your operation. The challenge is real, but so is Elanco's growing BRD portfolio. With Elanco, you can choose from multiple modes of action to help you and your herd breathe easier. For more than 40 years, Elanco has been committed to delivering flexible, future-looking solutions for BRD and other tough challenges. We're dedicated to ensuring our solutions always help you handle whatever you're up against. Our growing portfolio of products for the prevention, control, and treatment of BRD allows you to select the right solution to help keep your herd healthy and productive. It's right for cattle and right by you. Breathe easier. Ask your herd health veterinarian or sales rep about Elanco BRD Solutions. Elanco is a trademark of Elanco or its affiliates.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have sun and some clouds today with a thunderstorm in spots this afternoon and a high of 86 to 90. Then patchy clouds tonight, low 71 to 74. Thursday will be partly sunny, nice day with a high of 87 to 91. Then Friday, look for clouds and a little sunshine, high on Friday 88 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Fine Arts of Ocala's 54th Art Festival is back. Mark your calendar for October 23rd to 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. 151 artists from around the country will compete for $27,000 in awards. Enjoy live music on 2 stages, chairs for relaxing, food trucks, children's activities presented by the Appleton Museum, and so much more. And it's all free. Admission, parking, children's art projects, and live entertainment. Fine Arts for Ocala, and a fun outing for the entire family. Don't miss out. Again, that's October 23rd to 24th from 10 to 5 each day. Presenting sponsor, Palm Chevrolet.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Luby Bat Conservancy is excited to welcome everyone back to our 17th annual Florida Bat Festival held Saturday, October 23rd, 10 to 5. Bat Fest is a local family-friendly event held at Luby, where guests can enjoy games and activities in the kids zone, local artisans, food trucks, live music, craft beer from local breweries, and of course, the world's largest bats. Highlights include baby bats born this year and the grand opening of the new education center. For more information, visit the Luby Facebook page or www.luby.org/batfest.
This is Jack O'Brien, and I could tell you stories. Roy Graham lived in his villa for 20 years after the fire. Odd how a couple innocuous words like the fire can represent the most horrible and life-changing events. In Roy's case, it meant the loss of his wife and son and all their personal belongings. That was all a very long time ago, and the news Roy got today made it fade even farther into the past. He sat on his front porch in the village of Dry Lake, completely oblivious to the passers-by until night fell. He couldn't process what he'd heard. Nothing happened around him that could get through to grab his attention. All he was aware of were the words, "You have pancreatic cancer." At 8 p.m., a switch on a timer in his garage clicked, and the sidewalk lights illuminated the night. The light got his attention. He thought the colors of the flowers bathed in the bright light looked especially deep and rich. And he wondered if he'd been sitting there a day ago, if he'd have thought the same thing, or if perhaps this was the way the world would look as it said goodbye. Then he saw something move under the leaves. He saw feathers, and so he knelt down and brushed the plants away to reveal a small brown dove. Roy reached for it and picked it up with no resistance, no attempt to fly away. He rotated the bird in his hands, and he saw that it had a bruised shoulder. The feathers were damaged where the wing enters the body, and it was also missing a leg. "Looks like a cat or a hawk was after you, buddy," he said, and he realized he couldn't release the bird and wouldn't make it. So Roy found a box and a sprig of leaves, a couple upturned jar lids, and some seeds from his spice rack. Fennel, caraway, sesame. Maybe the bird would eat them. As he got ready for bed, he realized he hadn't thought about himself the whole time. Over the next 3 weeks, Roy started every day eagerly checking on the dove. He watched it get stronger and accept its caretaker. Roy underwent a round of chemo, felt miserable for a couple of days, and then he bounced back. He started to think more positively about the future and spend less time in his own thoughts. He also realized that he had drawn a relationship between his fate and the bird's. If the bird could make it, maybe he could too. The bird's recovery became intrinsically linked to his own. He thought that the whole thing, finding and saving the bird the same day he got his diagnosis, and watching the bird recover as his blood test reports got better, it was all a coincidence. Until the next time he was at chemo, and he told the oncology nurse, Sandy, that he had a reason to think he might make it through this. Sandy said, "Well, maybe you'll get a sign, Roy, something to tell you that God has this all under control." "I just need hope, Sandy," Roy said. And then Sandy said the words that Roy will never forget. "Hope is that thing with feathers." Roy's eyes got as big as dinner plates. "What did you say?" Sandy said, "It's a poem by Emily Dickinson. Hope is that thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all." And tears began to slide down Roy's face, catching on the stubble of a 2-day growth of beard. "Sandy," he said, "prepare for a miracle." This is Jack O'Brien. Thanks for listening.
Like what you've just heard? I Could Tell You Stories with Jack O'Brien is brought to you by Brick City Digital. Hi, I'm Michael Warren, and at Brick City Digital Marketing, we believe every business has a great story to tell. Our job is to help your business tell your story in a way that brings more customers to your door. We help small businesses just like yours with web design, social media, SEO, video, and more. Visit us online at brickcity.com or call 352-351-1131 for a free consultation.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday, hump day. I'm your host, Tom Schmidt, coming to you from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hour number 2 of the show. Beautiful day today. I'm looking out these windows here at the airport and just seeing blue skies as far as the eye can see. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day here in Ocala. Oh, it just got worse. It was a good day. You look like you've been up since about 5 o'clock.
It's hump day! Yes, I have.
And there's Joe Martone.
Only 3 cups of coffee this morning.
Oh,
and now iced tea.
Just came back from Ocala Business Leaders.
Outstanding.
Now, was this the one where
Diana for Champions for Champions.
Kat K-Mac was not here at this one.
November 10th.
November 10th, she's coming.
Matter of fact, going to be producing a PSA for us here. She'll be in the breakfast at 7 o'clock on November 10th, which is also the Marines' birthday.
It is.
But today is the Navy's birthday, 245 years.
Which makes them younger than the Marines, yet somehow the Marines are part of the Navy. I don't get that, but anyway.
Well, it's really 246 because 245 in 11 months because the Continental Navy was started. Blah 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 blah.
John Paul Jones.
Yeah, there you go. So you can you're the historic man. So I'm preaching to the choir.
John Paul Jones, first Admiral of the U.S. Navy.
There you go.
When they had wood ships.
Yeah, there we go. We're both on the same page with that one. Wood ships. Tell you what, I wonder if the wood ships were as bad on the knees as the steel ships. I'm paying for them now. I've had the shots under the kneecaps and everything because running up and down the steel all those years. Yeah, so.
Well,
you figure you're young. 19. I went in when I was 19. And I got out 23, and then I went out and then it bite me in the butt.
What people don't, unless you were in the Navy aboard a ship.
Yeah.
And because my dad was assigned to a ship, I got to go on the Saratoga and stuff. So I saw this as a little kid. I thought it was great. I thought the 2 greatest people in the world were firemen and anybody on a naval ship.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
Firemen slid down a pole. Naval shipmen, you didn't run down those stairs. You pretty much grabbed hold of the rails, put your feet on, you slid down to the bottom, and jammed your knees in when you hit the bottom.
Yeah. And if you're tall like me, you got to be very careful because when you slide down, then your head got to go down.
Right, because it's the steepest stair you'll ever go down in your life.
Oh, yeah, and either that or you won't have a forehead. Now, I can honestly
You'd hit a bulkhead with as tall as you are.
Once.
You'd hit a bulkhead.
Once.
You only
that
do it
cured
once.
me. That was that. I kept every time we used to go through a bulkhead. For those who don't know what a bulkhead is, it's the wall.
Dung. When you hit one time, dung. That's
but
all
it's
you
not
need.
the wall you hit. It's the manhole, the
Right.
elongated manhole cover, I guess you want to call it, where you go through to the next,
and it
to
peels
the next
skin off your
compartment.
head.
It would.
Yeah.
I hit it straight on because I was so tall. One time, that was it. That cured me. And every time I get near it, the first thing, my left hand went up.
Oh, your hand goes up to find it.
And then you just go roll, and you roll. And you'd be surprised. Now, I call it weak knees. A lot of, like my cousin, he's taller than I, he's 7-something. He's almost 80, but he's like humpback.
He's almost your height now because of how humpback he is.
Because he all his life he's, and my mom instilled into me, stand straight. So I've all my life stood straight.
Straight back,
straight. That's right. So I don't have that hump kind of thing, but I have what they call Jello knees.
Wait, did you say hump
Yeah.
day?
Yeah. I don't have Jello. I have Jello knees. I call them because when I come to an obstacle, my knees go and
you guys literally slid downstairs and ran upstairs, and they were more ladders than they were stairs. Can we just be honest with the way they with the angle of them and all?
Yeah, they're like ladders.
They were more ladders on a ship than it was an actual staircase like we would a civilian would think.
Did you know though on the aircraft carrier, they have escalators.
I know now they do.
Well, back then they did.
They did then too.
But it wasn't for the enlisted men.
No, it's for the officers.
For the pilots.
Yeah.
For the pilots, because they were down in the ready room, and then they had to go up to the flight deck, and they're geared up. I mean, they are geared up.
Yeah, they got flight suits on,
and
flat
the
jackets,
packs and everything.
Yeah.
So they would get up and get them up there quicker, which made sense. And they saved our butt. Thank the Lord.
Now in your mid 40s, it's starting to bother you.
When I had the mid 40s, it started to bother me.
Oh, you're not in your mid 40s anymore?
Yeah, I know, almost double that, almost. I had the big 7-0. Yeah.
So the Ocala business leaders this morning, who was who
Diane Leaf, who was on the board with the Champions for Champions, and she did a nice presentation. They said it was on YouTube, but I don't know. I'm not into that.
What is Champions for Champions?
Champions for Champions is an organization, nonprofit. Mm-hmm. No one takes a salary, which is
your kind of nonprofit,
and my kind of nonprofit. I don't mind a nonprofit taking a small salary.
You just don't
realistic.
think $6.5 million should go to a CEO of a nonprofit.
Well, not if they're not giving $36 million back to them and not keeping it in the bank. Keeping the money in the bank is not helping the veterans. Sorry.
Well, they'll give you 4 tickets to a Jaguars game, though.
Oh, we know who you're talking about now. Yeah. Well, matter of fact, I was on the phone earlier this morning with Hank Whittier, executive director of Vets Helping Vets USA, and he might come on this morning. I told him to give me a call. Matter of fact, let me put my phone up here so if I see it jiggling in front of me, I'll take a break and you can do some talking. But anyway, Jinky she's on the board also. She's treasurer. But she's spearheading this one event. And a lot of these nonprofits has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Y'all have one.
All these big events, right? And
when is yours? November 19th? Is that right?
Good memory.
Is that right? November 19th?
It's going to be held at the Hilton. And I said, well, if she has time, we have time this morning, have her give us a call. We're going to put her on the air where she can come in or call, either or, and tell us in detail, because I don't know all the details about it. I had the flyer. I don't know what I did with it. It's under somewhere.
They keep you in the dark on purpose, Hank says.
Okay. Keeps me out of trouble that way.
Well,
that's true. So, with that said, I want her to come on, and because we have a lot of commitment people that say, yeah, we're going. But let's be honest. I can come, and something comes up. Oh, I can't make it.
Certainly.
And all right. If you
happens to me, I have good intentions to go to a lot of events.
Yeah.
But life gets in the way.
That's it. So pay in advance. If you can't come, we're sorry, but there's no refunds.
Right, but you still made your donation.
And that's it. And it's not like we're buying Cadillacs or anything. No.
You're helping people that may need a little help with their electric bill. Or they may need a little help to get off the streets, and they need guidance because there's so much at Vets Helping Vets. That's what Vets Helping Vets just isn't like a soup kitchen or a place where you can just go get a handout. They have lawyers there. They have psychiatrists. They have counselors there.
Yeah,
they have people that help you figure out how to chaplains. They have people to help you how to figure out to file your paperwork to get your DD 214 if you lost it or something.
Oh yeah, we hear a lot about that.
You know,
but I like one. Jinky does this is you're a veteran. You got a VA loan. You're in your home, and you got a good deal 5 years ago, 6 years, 10 years ago.
But you can get a better deal now.
Yeah, 1.75 or something.
Yeah.
4.5 was great.
Yeah.
But now it's down to 1.75. Or I don't know how long it's going to stay there. But if you are still employed, or in other words, I look at it this way: if you're still paying that 4.5%, you should be qualified automatically for the
refi.
Yeah.
And you can get help with that. Everybody, a lot of people said, you always talk about Vets Helping Vets. I agree with helping the homeless. I go, that's not who Vets Helping Vets help. No, they help everybody, not just people that are downtrodden and maybe a little down on luck. They help everybody. If you're a veteran, you can find something that Vets Helping Vets can help you with.
We have a contractor that's there. And I again, just by me going there, because I'm not there every day. I don't do the day-to-day. I'm the board. I'm the chairman, but I don't go to the day-to-day. And once in a while, I'll stop there, just kind of inform myself of what's going on. And there is a contractor there that found that the government, helping the veterans, if you are a disabled vet to a certain level that you need certain help in the bathroom.
Yeah, you need your bathrooms bigger and stuff like that.
Refit it, whatever. There's a loan out there that they take.
They
do all the paperwork.
Redo your bathroom.
But the good thing is, I'll put a figure out. Let's say $30,000. I don't know exactly, but say $30,000. So you're in your home, and they're going to refit your bathroom, and it costs just $15,000 to refit your bathroom, and there it is. They hold that other $15,000 in the side in the kitty.
Just in case you need something else.
No, just in case you move,
Oh,
and then they could do
they
your
do
other
the
bathroom.
other bathroom. Wow.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense, So instead of just throwing the money, okay, you only use 15, the rest of 15 is gone. No, they hold that. There might be another veteran out there that needs that works. And there's 14 different agencies on the
And a lot of the money that is raised to help these veterans, yes, they get grants and all. Hank and them get grants and all. But a lot of the money that's raised is raised through this event, November 19th.
This is the one biggest. Now we have, next week you're going to have a guest on. Hank's coming in next week, not this week. I think it was next week. Maybe it's tomorrow. It is tomorrow. He's coming in tomorrow. Yes. There is a real estate company that's holding an event that the proceeds are going to go to Vets Helping Vets. So there you go. I think he's coming in tomorrow with them here in studio.
Right.
So
other people raise money, but the one big event that Vets Helping Vets put on is the ball on November 19th.
Because the proceeds, 85 cents out of a dollar is going right to it from the proceeds of this. Now these other ones are putting on, come eat at my restaurant and I'll give them 10%.
And by the way, glad to have that 10%.
Oh yeah.
Not going to turn the money down. But it's only 10% on the dollar. It's only 10 cents on the dollar, not 85 cents on the dollar.
Exactly. And I know we thank everybody that helps in the way that they can. They don't have to give us that 10%. They could decide to give to someone else. And I'm saying,
remember the Jerry Lewis telethons?
Oh, 100%.
Jerry Lewis brought a lady.
You got me saying that now.
Jerry Lewis brought a lady on in 1990. I remember it. It was one of the coolest things to watch. I was in college.
Okay.
Brought a lady on in 1990.
Okay.
He said, I want to tell you who this lady is. And he brought big fanfare and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He says, this lady, long before I started my telethon, this lady has been contributing to the Muscular Dystrophy Association of America. $25 is all she could afford. And he gave her whole, where she was, how she had lived in public housing and everything. She was not wealthy. She was right above the poverty line. He said, and all she could give was $25.
Yeah.
But she's given $25 a year for 40 years. He goes, when you add that up, she's giving us $1,000. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but $1,000 is a bunch of money to this lady.
Sure.
And that's the kind of thing people think that, if they can't go to this gala that cost I forget what a ticket price is, they can't go to this, that they can't contribute. Well, you can send a check to Vets Helping Vets for $20.
They started in New York, right?
You can send $20 to Vets Helping Vets.
Oh yeah.
You'd be amazed what they can do with $20. You don't have to spend $150. You don't have to give a donation of $500. Mm-hmm. Every little bit counts.
If you gave Vets Helping Vets $10 a month, just $10 a month,
$120 a year. That's 2 lattes a month.
Okay. So how much is that a month?
That's 2 lattes a month.
All right. So
$10.
$10.
$120 in a year.
$120 in a year. Times, what's our population?
Here, 360,000 in the metro area.
All right, so let's break that in half and go to
150,000. Let's just do 150,000.
150,000 times
$120 a year. Let me look at that.
That's it. 150,000, 120 a year would equal what?
$18 million.
See, you're smiling about that.
If 150,000 people in our area gave $10 a month, which they do, by the way, at gyms all across the area.
Oh. And George and Peter and Paul and Mary, yeah.
If you gave $10 a month.
A month. That's $10 a month. What is that a day?
What it costs for you to have Spotify without commercials.
What? Yeah.
Free music without commercials. That's what we're talking about. $10 a month.
A month.
So that, I hadn't even thought about
$10 divided by 30.
I know.
$10 divided by 30. Go ahead.
33 cents a day.
There you go. 33 cents a day. If we can get 150,000 people
in Marion County,
just Marion County,
give 33 cents a day.
Now remember, there's over 55,000 veterans just in Marion County.
Right. Think about that. 33 cents a day from 150,000 people would garner $18 million.
Are you sure with that?
Yeah.
$18 million a year.
$18 million a year. $150,000 times $120.
I dance topless for that.
$120 a year.
Yeah.
Times 150,000 people.
Yeah.
Comes out to $18 million.
There you go. Think what we could do with that money.
By the way,
it blows my mind.
Folks, I will make sure if you do that, if you get 33 cents a day, you raise $18 million in a year for Vets Help a Vet, I will personally guarantee, Tom Schmitz will personally guarantee
what?
Joe Martone will never dance topless.
There you go.
I will guarantee you. I can't guarantee much, but you donate that much money, Joe Martone's leaving the shirt on, okay?
Took him a while to figure that one out. I thought that skipped by him. I guess not.
It did not.
It did not.
But when you put when you put it in perspective like that, how do we not raise $18 million a year?
All the smokers out there, don't smoke one cigarette a month.
One cigarette a month. One cigarette a day.
I mean a day.
33 cents. One cigarette a day.
How much do cigarettes cost? I don't know.
There's 20 in a pack. They're like $6 a pack. So about 30.
Are they 6 or 12?
I don't know. I don't smoke, so.
I don't smoke. You see how much? They cost. Tom's going to look it up. How much is a pack of cigarettes? A generic pack of cigarettes. I have no earthly idea. You know. And not, you smoke. Okay, that's your life. And you have a coffee. All right, that's your life. Skip once.
$6.96 a pack is the national average.
Average at $7.
$7.
Here you go.
Minus let's see.
$7. That's a pack of cigarettes a day, plus a little bit.
7.
Yeah, a pack and a half a day.
Divided
a month.
by 20.
Oh, what's she doing?
So we're talking about a cigarette's 35 cents. So you're right, a cigarette a day.
It's not bad.
Yeah, cigarette a day.
Just don't have that one cigarette.
We'll raise $18 million for Vets Helping Vets.
And you might be saving a life.
If you raised $18 million in 1 year, you might forego raising money for the next 3 or 4 years.
I might cry. No, I would cry.
And we're literally talking about half the population of Marion County giving 33 cents a day.
Yep. 33
You can find 33 cents a day.
And that's 150,000?
Yeah.
So how much did we say, 18?
18 million.
Slice that in half.
9 million would be 75,000.
There you go. I'd be tickled pink with cut that in half again.
4.5 million.
I'd be happy with that.
That's 37,500.
I'd be happy with that. I'd be more than happy with that. Every year that would get us to get a van for transportation. I mean, the possibilities just open up
for 33 cents a day.
And I'll tell you one thing, I almost guarantee Hank would not keep that in the bank and say, "Oh, it looks pretty." No, it would be going out to the veterans. We would what would I say, bring it up a notch.
55. Let me think. We got 55,000 veterans that live in this area.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's kind of homeless or not. But.
Well, okay. But let's just go with that number.
Okay.
So let's say 4.5 million. Okay. Which is what we
okay.
said if we did it in half. 4.5.
Okay. I was that kind of money.
That would give. Are you ready for this?
What?
That would give. No, that's the wrong.
Wrong. Screwed up already.
Yeah.
Take your time. See, Tom's getting excited. I can tell.
I am.
He's really. This is not crazy. This is feasible. In my mind, you know what it goes to? We have the Ritz in town that help the veterans. We can make another one. We could build that kind of money. We could build a nice motel. That breaks
down to $81 a veteran for the year.
Yeah. Are you worth $81?
And not all the veterans are going to ask for assistance.
That's true.
But that if every veteran in the county asks for assistance, and it's not that much, $81 a year.
No.
But that's what every veteran could get if we only raised $4.5 million a year.
But you think about it. That's the lowest. If you go to that 9 or to 18, okay, we could do the conversions. Go ahead.
Right now we need to do a break.
All right, good. I've got something on my brain that's going to kick butt.
We'll come back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The Biden administration will